continuing on, what do we have
Where
here?
she was seen and the impact the scandal could have on her. Plus, President Trump wants to make Greenland great again, while the president is asking advisors whether the U.S. can actually buy the Danish territory.
Whose dog is this?
Sure.
My special friend Antoni.
Sure he does. Sure he does. He's gonna buy Greenland. Yeah. Anyway. Craziness. Oh, BSC. He's out there. So, moving right along, let's see what we have next. As I'm shuffling away here, let me get over here so I can actually read this. Tarot's Apprentice asked his subscribers to contact the readers we follow to ask them to read on Pamela Coleman Smith and her life. I enjoy your readings very much and hope the boys are doing great. The boys are doing fine, thank you. Love from California and love back from Florida. So let's see what we have about Pamela Coleman Smith. What kind of question can I ask about Pamela Coleman Smith? I gotta ask something so I can get a read. Well, I'm just gonna ask the cards to, just give me whatever you want to give me on Pamela Coleman Smith. Let me just start shuffling this. Pamela Coleman Smith. What can you tell us about Pamela Coleman Smith? Now for this reading, I'm going to stick with the same cards I used for the last reading. I'm going to use the Morgan Greer on this. I'm not going to use the Rider-Waite. Because Pamela Coleman Smith, I tried to do a thing last night, a reading, and I couldn't get through it because I was using the Rider-Waite, and she's the one that did the illustrations on, and I just kept getting caught up in the in the illustrations. More and more was coming forward, and I just couldn't even, so I had to put them away. I couldn't do it. And then last night I was just tired too. I was so tired, so I just went, no, I can't do this. I'll do it in the morning, and we'll see what we get. But yeah. She's the one that illustrated the Rider-Waite deck in corroboration with what's his name? Waite. Now she didn't get any kind of really. Her name is nowhere on it that that you would know that she had anything to do with it. I'm going to pull one out of the deck for her and see what we have. But yeah, if you go through and you understand the colors and the significance of them and everything, and one of these days I'll have to get more into that again. It's very, very in-depth. Very in-depth. Yeah, this was something that came out of her. And now she corroborated with him about the journey, how the journey unfolds and everything. And she was also, as I understand it, a student of the occult and and a fabulous illustrator. Just look at that. The emotions coming out, and we've got the lotuses. And now, see, this is why I get trying to talk with her and about the Rider-Waite. I get lost in all of the stuff that's coming forward, because a lotus, if you note about lotuses, they are pristine on the surface, but the roots are in the mud. The roots are in the mud, and they grow and they flower above the surface of all this stuff. So you start getting into this, we've got like the hand of God, the universe, we've got the cup, we've got the dove of peace, we've got all the emotion going, the tears, the emotions, the dove of peace, in the roots in the muck, and then you have to grow and you have to flower, And these were the things that she had, she was connected with all of this. Now this is, in the colors we've got here with the consciousness, we've got the subconscious here that comes out with the, feet planted in the conscious world, the mental world. The yellow is like the mental world. Okay, so we've got the mentality, and the subconscious sits there and brings things to the mentality. And we've got here again the cups, but she's got a lid on it. She's not giving everything. I mean, you get into the symbolism here, and I can't do it. I can't do the reading. I can't get past it because all this stuff just keeps flooding in. So I'm not going to use this deck. But again, yeah, she was very connected emotionally to doing this. She was a seeker of the occult, and there was a lot of wisdom there, but she kept a lid on it. Not everything is being presented all at once. Now, I just wanted to look at this again. Yeah, the detail in this, and then again, I can't read on and do the deck because we have the angels here. She's sitting there surrounded by the angels, which again are fortifying, okay? Fortifying. So the surrounding of angels and the things of the subconscious that are, but her feet are planted in the conscious realm and bringing forward some of these things. But again, it's got the lid on it. Not everything is coming forward. So there's just so much symbolism in this and since she's the illustrator and you're reading on her life, you're getting into all of these illustrations. And just, yeah. And again, now these are things that I hadn't noticed before, that when I'm trying to read on her, it's just coming forward more and more and more. That here we are, the one of the affluence, the robe she's wearing. This is the feminine powers. It's got all the female symbol on it. So it has to do with the Shakti, with the manifestation of this, the pure. And then the red is like that essence of that energy that comes forward into this conscious realm, okay, which brings forth the flowering. Okay, the flowering, the opportunity, and just we've got the grapes, we've got that luscious, we've got all of those things that are there. And then again, she's holding this bird of prey, but this is a small bird, okay? Yeah, she's holding this small bird, dealing with this energy. She's on her head, she's got this energy. So she is totally and touching the pentacles, aware of the opportunity and the things that are coming forward, okay? And in control, okay, in control. In balance control. Here comes Ronald. The dogs are going to be barking. He's coming over to work on the computer. He's coming Max, coming over to work on the computer, which I'm trying to use at the moment. So I'm going to try to get through this before he wants to work on this real quick. So anyway, but yeah, it's interesting that we have this purity, the white, the energy of the Shakti that comes out, and she is using this actively. It's interesting that the glove she's got on is yellow, which is the conscious realm. Okay, so again, you start getting into this, and you can just get lost in the symbolism when you're trying to read of her life. She's the one that illustrated this. You know, I'd be on this reading for 10 hours. Okay, so I'm sorry, Pamela. We're putting that away over there for now. But so underneath of it all, we have this, the card of the past, reminiscing, and, you know, she was in touch with her past, with the past, the flowerings of that brought that forward. Again, from a young age, wanting to communicate, share. We have magician, transformation, ways to go and look back on things, have transformation. Although, you know, she held to, had all the knowledge and stuff, but she did not make money on this. She had to be frugal. She did not make money on this. And the challenge was about keeping that star in place, that hope, the flow going, because she wanted to bring this forward to aid people as well. Okay, so the challenge was to keep the flow going because she really died penniless. In the center of it, this was something that she had constructed, worked on, chiseled. I mean, you know, worked on so much of this symbolism and bringing it to life. And she was working in conjunction with, to bring forward knowledge. This was something that she had thought about, okay? It took a lot of introspection to start to bring this forward. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. This was a karmic thing. I think that, again, she was somebody that came in, and this was her fulfillment to do. Yeah, this is, and the challenge was to do this action, to bring this forward. Okay, so let's see what we have in another layer. Yeah, she was very productive. Again, you look at the symbology. Now, this one I can look at. If I looked at the one in hers, I get lost because it's her work. But again, you know, this one is like she's got the foot on the crescent moon. She's got that energy and she's bringing it forward, you know. The things that are a little more hidden coming to light. We've got the connection with the phenomenal world that, and also connection with spirit that just keeps giving, keeps giving, keeps giving. Very fruitful, comes from the heart, very fruitful. I like that she's holding kind of like this flower, the lotus, you know, that it comes up from this purity, you know, and cycles through. So let's see what else we have here. Yeah, this was the offering, the message that she wanted to bring forward, okay? This was something that she was engaging to bring forward. She also, again, worked in conjunction with the... she was the illustrator, and then we had, what's his, Rider-Waite, we had, he was the knowledge about the content, letting her know the content of this journey, okay. The challenge was using everything that she knew to bring it forward. She did journey, she did go places, she did, did journey. I'm going to have to read the book on her. Let's see if we have another layer. Next layer. Yeah, she was on the journey. She was an adept. She was studying the occult. She knew the path from the start to the end, okay? She knew the path from the start to the end, and she was on this journey. And this was part of her journey to bring this forward. Again, she's very connected to spirit, very connected, in the spiritual realm. Wanted to bring this forth in an ethical way. Okay. Yeah, this is the one where sometimes not everything is okay, I would say that it was given in a way to end confusion, because as a way so you can pick a path, so you can, you know, have more knowledge. Because this is like a beginning of knowledge and things, but it's still closed off, everything. So she wanted to open things, give away so people, this could be more open. What do we have on here? Yeah, this is the beginning of truth, of wisdom, a lot further to go. Challenge was that, you know, again, this is a burden, and it felt like a lot of things were coming in on her as well. She did not have, from what I understand, an easy life. Okay, next layer. There was some embattlement with things with her. A lot of different, I think it just has to do with, she was ahead of her time. A lot of conflict when it came to dealing in the world. She was suffragette, just battling her way through. She had to battle her way through, slay the dragon. She was really ahead of her time and really didn't fit into society that well when she was here. Yeah, she wanted to expand. She was more expanded in her world than than people were then, again. And she was not understood, not, yeah, she was not understood. Yeah. The challenge is, Knight of Cups, bringing this forward. She was, in a way, sensitive, and it was a difficult journey for her, accessing the emotions, putting them out, yet being fortified, keeping herself, had to have sort of some armor on herself in order to survive, because she was, again, this was a burden, She was burdened in life. It was a completion, a part of her journey, to the end point, but it was not easy for her. It was, this was her mission to carry. Again, she had to defend a lot of things. She had to be a defender. Again, she was a suffragette. She was, when I look at her energy, I think she was gay. She never married. Yeah, the lovers. The lovers. She was gay. She didn't have a marriage. Very looked down upon at that point if the women did not get married. Yeah. So again, the challenge was the restrictions of society, where they were trying to overrule and cow women. Again, she was a suffragette. So it felt very embattled. She was very embattled by the overpowering of the construction of society. Okay, very difficult for her. Let's do one more layer. Temperance. Yeah. 1 foot on land, 1 foot there, and 1 foot in the subconscious. Okay. With the attention always upwards, uplifting. Okay. Seeing the path and trying to do it in a balanced, temperate way. Okay. Bringing those things to light. Knowing that things take time to grow. Has she done enough? Has it, the opportunities that were given? Okay. And she never really got to have a lot of harvest when it comes to financial. She did not have it. But again, this was the emotional connection, the things that needed to be brought out to the world. Her offering to the world was this, was these illustrations of the tarot. Okay, that was the offering she gave. Okay, but again, the challenges, the restrictions of kind of this male-dominated society was difficult for her to transition. Okay. So I think I'm going to pretty well leave that here. Yeah. This is again the offering, people coming together, having a fruitful time, imbibing, getting something from, and I'm going to do one more card from her illustration. What? Okay. Yeah. moving forward, moving forward, taking the action, Shakti, the action going across the subconscious, okay, to the mental realm ferrying you across, okay. So you use this conscious, the connection with the grounding, connection of grounding that we have, okay. One has to do the journey as a, like a renunciate, okay. This is the color of sannyas, of burning the samskaras to ferry you across to absolute truth is surrounding there, but you have to get it in a conscious way, okay? So this is ferrying you across, okay? So I'm going to leave this here, and I hope you've enjoyed this reading about Pamela Cole Smith. I'm going to have to get, there is a book out about her. I'm going to have to read it. Yeah, she looks like a very interesting person. She was not an attractive woman. Features were maybe a bit coarse. And she was very much internalized. She was also one of those people, I read that she was one of those people that sees music in color and form. So she was very much attuned to vibration, because the music would translate out to color and form. So she was able to access the vibrational world energy. And so that was so productive in helping her to do the illustrations. Okay. Yeah. Now, this deck, I think the colors are a little different. I'm going to have to see the regular deck, but it's interesting with this one, with the orange, this is like, the orange is like, again, burning out the samskaras, all of that type of thing. So, interesting. We've got the burning out the samskaras and the action coming forward rapidly. Okay. Again, we have the samskaras, we have these actions that one has done, the Shakti, from the consciousness, and it winds up knocking you upside the head, okay? Because the color he's got on it, underneath the red, he's action. This is kind of like mindless action. Kind of a little bit unconscious. He's acting, but he's not really, unconscious. He's not really connected in the conscious realm. He's just, reacting, okay? Reacting and getting knocked upside the head. Anyway, I got to put these down or else I'm going to keep going on that. So I'm going to leave this here. This was a long reading. I thought, this would be quick, but it wound up not being quick, okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Thank you for your question. Aho.